the coach and you, if you're there, need to explain to everybody in the room what's going on and why they're doing this. Very important. If you're going to run a live event with one of your organizations, they need to tell the people what the money is for. Don't just ask people to support your program. I tell coaches all the time, they go, well, man, we just want to make as much money as possible. I say, Rasa Ruck. If you don't tell the people what you're going to do with the money, you are not going to get the money. But when you can identify what you want, a new sled, some new uniforms, taking your kids to a camp that costs $6,000 to make them better athletes, to learn how to tackle properly so they don't break their neck. Tell that to 500 people in an auditorium. And guess what? After you've explained to them what the money is for, then you make sure, number one, everyone has the app. The next thing you do is you say what Ned said. Guys, we're asking everybody in this room, all 500 of you, to do us one big favor. Watch 5 ads per day. Can everybody watch 5 ads per day? And I stand in front of a room of 500 of them and I say, we need your commitment so these kids can get new uniforms. I need you not to BS me. Belief systems. I wasn't cursing. Will you watch 5 ads per day, yes or no? Yes, we'll do it. Coach, you heard it, right? Yes, I heard it. Let me tell you something, folks. 5 ads times 500 is $2,500 a day. $2,500 a day times 30 days is a lot of money. Make them commit to it. Next, I say I got one more thing you need to commit to. How many of you will absolutely commit to sharing this game and this app with at least 5 of your friends? I get them to raise their hand. I say, Coach, you see who's got their hands up, right? Okay, next. After you have done that and you have explained why, you've gone through all that information, you need to have the coach as the last person come up and basically, again, thank them from the program, thank them for the kids, and ask all of them, hey guys, this is the easiest fundraiser we've ever done. We're asking you to play a free app, download a free app, play a free app, and share a free app. And you've heard how much money we can make. So play the game, have fun. We're excited that you're here. Go Cowboys. Let's have a great night. Last thing, if they're doing an auditorium live event, encourage your coaches to have concessions. Charge people $5 for a meal that someone can donate. There's so many ways to make money. Listen, you have a 100-man football team, they can bring 500 people easily to a live event. If they bring 500 people to a live event, they charge 10 tokens to enter the event within the game. Right there, they're making $5.75 on the $10 tokens, the 10 tokens to play the game. And if all those people playing the game obviously are going to use those tokens during that game, that team that night for one football game is going to make almost $6,000. To watch a football game. And guess what? If you do that, you've planted a seed, you've got the ripple effect going, and it will be absolutely incredible for that organization. All right? Guys, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. We'll see you later. Wait, I'm supposed to introduce people. Right? Okay. Please help me welcome to the stage the panel of leaders. Darren Moyer. Let's give it up for Darren Moyer. Let's give it up for Ned Rich, Tracy Lavelle, Chevis, I don't know Chevis' last name. Chevis Brooks, LB Duckett, and me. The man. Hey, was that good? Come on. Oh, there's better than that. Come on, stand up and say yes. No, that was good stuff. You know, I mean, so that's, you know when I said, yeah, I'm tongue-tied and twisted. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in trouble. I'm going to sit at the end. Go ahead. Because I guarantee out of this panel, I'm not the smartest. But when you see what's going on right here, I'm telling you what, when you know each and every one of their story of what goes on, and you build that, and I know we're in trouble because we don't have a lady up here. But I said it. I did. My wife shaking her head, yep. But we've got some coming up.
But it's important to understand what we're doing here, and we're going to dig down into it. So we're going to kind of take a show of hands what you want us to talk about. I mean, obviously we got a short period of time, but we want to make sure when you leave here today that you've got the ammunition that you need to go out there and pull the trigger. And by the time we get finished here in just a little bit, we got a special guest going to be talking that I don't think he knows, but that's okay because you're going to love it. But as we come down through here, we're just going to pass it around. So what is the one thing, collectively, if we can all come together real quick on one thing, what's the main thing you're looking for right now? Just shout it out. I don't care. Don't be shy.
How are we linked once the game goes live? How is our code linked when they invite someone to the game?
Same way it is linked now.
Are they gonna have to have a specific code? Like I'm gonna have to go back and tell that player, hey, whenever you tell a player, you need to give them this code.
No.
How is that gonna be linked to me?
That's one of the exciting things, and that's here a little bit later when I cover team building.
Yeah, he just stood up.
Oh, that's not right. That ain't right.
He's got more challenges than I do.
Whoa.
Never messed with a man with mine, right? The whole point of it, and again, when we get into some training later, is that's something that I've tried to convey, I know corporate's tried to convey, and we're doing something that's never been done before, so the message doesn't always get through. Once we do the pause, and we go into player recruiting mode only. Everyone with me? Player only mode. That's when your social media, your mass texting, your mass emailing, your Facebook, your Snapchat, all of that stuff will ultimately really apply. Because you don't have to do individual registration anymore. Whatever code you have, and my understanding is corporate is going to allow us to customize our codes. So, you might set up a code that's, ABC, XYZ, whatever it is you like. All right, we'll also have QR codes. So there's a lot of different ways, but whenever a player's on board, any person that player ever shares the app with, and who they share with, and who they share the perpetuity is tied back to you. All right? And again, pretty soon there won't be any more registration. You're just going to send a link, or you're going to give them a code. They might just go to the Google Play Store and click on the app name, which you don't know yet, right? But we will. And they just put the code in. I mean, it's simple, right? How many of you ever watched a radio commercial, heard a radio commercial, or seen a billboard or a TV that said, text 77855 to XYZ ABC, right? It's just a code. It's a unique identifying code. So same thing here.
What I'm thinking, may I ask, if I'm asking Robert, if you've already got your players, you've got 500, and they're telling people, how are they going to get that code? Because it's not going to be in what they already have. They already have the app, they have the name.
It's embedded in their app.
So
the players don't need the code. They are the code.
So you're saying we're going to create something, so it'll be a new code they don't have yet. They're already playing the game.
Yeah, it's pre-populated into the app. Here's the great thing about it. We don't have to understand the technology to use it, because I'm telling you, it's over my head. All right? We don't understand this electricity, right? We turn the switch on every day. Okay? When I start my motorcycle up, I can tell you I know how it runs, but let's not get technical. Most people don't, right? So please don't overanalyze this. Mark Monge, Ben Haggett, Jesse Flick. I mean, we've got great people at the home office that are building this app, and they're going to be sharing with us how to share it. You don't necessarily have to understand how it works, just know that it does, because it's easy to share. And who was in Vegas? You remember when Ben Haggett did the talk on how the app is shared? Remember how easy it was? Remember how easy it interfaced with our other social media stuff? All right? So, that's only affiliates sign up players. right
Can
now.
y'all repeat the question so we can hear about it?
The question was how do players bring on other players, and the answer is they can't at the moment, not until the app launches.
So y'all are asking, are you asking how is the player going to share with another player once it goes live?
Yeah.
After it's live, they're already signed up. They don't know you're the code.
Oh, yeah. You want to take that? I mean, it's built into the app.
All right, he hadn't had a proper introduction. Yes, I may well tell that he and I are good friends. We've been through a lot. I'm telling you, a lot. And this is LB Duckett out of Chattanooga. He's had a lot of success in the industry. If you've gone to thegreatnewapp.com, he's the one that helped create it. So let's give it up to LB.
LB.
You're talking about, and I hope and pray that those extra clips when we were doing that website don't show up, because it was a little out there. I mean, we made a lot of boo-boos, okay? Maybe we'll make a lot of money, but we can show it later, okay? But I'm going to tell you the commitment this guy has, relentless hours. I was on the phone with him the other night at 1 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because we were working for you, trying to make sure things were taken care of on this pre-race for the players. All right, so thank you, LB. And again, he's up here, and I know that you haven't had the opportunity to meet him yet. But the player, all right, what's going to happen is inside that app, on the player side of this, it's going to have invite a friend. So in other words, I'm just a player. Okay, James introduced it to me, and I'm just a player. What's going to happen is it's going to be down there, and this is cool. Man, I want to invite some of my friends. It's going to have a button down here at the bottom that says invite a friend. Boom. So I send it over here. Okay? Let me send it over here to Roger. All right, hey, honey, are you there? Roger Wood, stand up. You see this guy right here? That's the one you're going to have the target on his head for Keitha Brooks. Okay, that's him.
I'll get you.
There's a story behind that. We'll tell a little bit. But let's say Roger Woods is a friend of mine, and I'm playing it, and I'm just a player. I can click that button and send him a link, and guess what? It's embedded with James's number. Nobody knows. 6 months from now, nobody's going to even know that you guys are affiliates, unless you tell them. Clap a little louder. So the cool part about this, and that's what I want you to understand, is that there's two ways for business. You're either going to invest money or time. All right? I'd rather invest time. How many of you have $500,000, $2 million to invest in a business that can be $1 billion company? That's what most people are not getting this. But, when you go from a player to a player to a player to a player, that's what Natalie was saying up there. I know what she's talking about, and I can't repeat it, but I've seen it. That's why we're putting in the hours. When you're called and something's wrong, we're trying to get it corrected or get the belief level up, because I'm going to tell you, yes, sir.
I just also want to add.
I know, I get on a rabbit trail. Go ahead.
I actually contacted corporate about the player part of it, because there's a lot of things going on Facebook about will there be incentives? Players to share with players? Yes, there will be incentives for players to play with players.
There's actually triggers built into the game. How many people have ever gotten an invite on Facebook, like Candy Crush or Farmville or whatever? Right, here's the thing, guys.
People are, when you get those invites on Facebook, it's basically because that person wants to go to the next level in a game, or they're trying to get a magic trinket to open up a door. You see what I'm saying? There's really they're gaining nothing other than getting to play more of whatever game it is. The game here is also going to have that same feature. So with the push of a button, if you allow us to, we can invite every single person into your entire social media bank in one push of a button. Okay? Just like it happens in Facebook, when somebody sends out a blast, it goes to everybody they know. So you can invite a friend one at a time, or you can do mass invitations. And again, there'll be incentives for that. So this is going to go viral. There's no doubt. I mean, we're already on the viral train, and the app hasn't even launched yet.
We get our access codes and QR codes the day it launches, or we get them before.
Somebody else can take this. I mean, here's the important thing to remember, and it kind of depends on you. That's the answer. It depends on you. When the affiliate clause happens, corporate is not going to give us our codes, and they're not going to release the name of the app until each and every one of us make sure that we erase United Games from the history of the internet. So if we do it quickly, it might be 24, 48 hours. If we drag our feet, it might be 4, 5, 7 days. So the point is on October the 10th, start going through your go through your Facebook page. Start deleting anything you've ever put on there about United Games. If you posted anything to YouTube, if you've done a recorded call, anything. I mean, everybody up here, we're all guilty of it, right? But that's what we're supposed to be doing right now. But there's a time that's coming, and when that time comes, we got to knock it out.
If that's the caveat, then is there a chance that we wouldn't get the master codes before the launch of the game? If they're saying that if everything isn't cleaned off of social networks and we haven't eradicated United Games, is there a chance the game would be launched without the affiliates getting their codes?
Well, no, the affiliates, it may just be at launch, all right? Because here's what's happening right now. Do we have some rogue affiliates out there? We do. I mean, every business has it. Can they monitor what's going on out here? It's scary. I saw it myself. I mean, when you can put a post up and then within seconds they can see it. They don't have to be your friend. I saw it myself. I was freaked out. Okay? I mean, I'll just tell you, I'm not a technology person, but when they sit there and show me that, listen, they can see, they can see blips. They can see where it's reaching to. So in other words, tell me your name, please. Okay, let's say Mary put something out, and if she's connected, it will show these lines shooting out all over the world who she's connected to. So not only does it show that she said it, but it shows where it was connected to in what part of the world. And I'm going to tell you what, it set me back in my chair, because they know more about us than we know about us. Does that make sense? So the question is, yeah, they may have to wait. But if there's people out there and they still got junk out there on the internet, and a lot of it's junk, I'm just going to tell you, they don't know what they're talking about. I don't post a lot of stuff because, listen, I want to make sure what's said comes from corporate. There's 3 people I listen to. You might want to write these 3 names down. There's only 3 people I listen to.
Uh-oh. You got 5 people up there.
Everybody recording this? Madeline Lewis, Jeff Henderson, and Ben Eggy. Ben Eggy. Well, that's a given. That's my CEO. Madeline Lewis, she is the VP of Marketing and Sales. Jeff Henderson, he's the CEO, and Ben Eggy is the Chief Technology Officer, I believe. I can't remember his title, thank you. That's the 3 people I listen to. Now, do you want to know why? Madeline's the one driving this ship. Jeff Henderson's the one that had the vision. And I'm going to tell you, when my wife and I sat down and had dinner with he and his wife, the main thing I wanted to know from him is this about money. If it was about money, I was out. I don't like being around people who are money hungry. I mean me. Had enough of that. All right, I wanted to make sure that it was about the business. Does that make sense? Had to know it was about the business. What was his vision about the business? I didn't care about the product. I'm not a sports guy. All right? I wanted to know about him. Now, when we sat down with Jeff and Cindy, I'm going to tell you what. I said Madeline Lewis is one of the big reasons I came here. It is because she's the one driving this. She's got a great voice. She's got a great vision. She's committed. But it's Jeff Henderson's vision of why that as long as his finger, has a pulse in this company, I feel comfortable. I'll just tell you. But, and his wife, I'm going to tell you what, and they said it and I saw it. If she got an extra $1 back at the grocery store, she'd be up all night thinking about it. That's her. All right? Sweet people. Faith, very, very strong in their faith. Yes, ma'am.
Sure. So, number one, you definitely want to be working with churches and any organization that you can work with. And really, the model, it's pretty much the same. So, yeah. So, if I'm working with an animal shelter, number one, I need to find out, do they have a reach, right? If I'm going to help them, I have to know, I'm going to ask them, tell me, how many customers do you have? Do you have a database of emails that you send out, a monthly newsletter? How do people know you exist? What is your database? And then let me help you monetize that database. Okay? Once you know that, then we can strategically set up a plan to help them monetize it. If they've been in business for 15 years, they could have thousands of people, right? So you want to make sure that you, number one, just ask them, how do you reach out to your customers? Do you have a monthly newsletter? And then from there, you'll strategize putting things in the newsletter, sending out things via email, and that's how you can help specifically an organization like that. If it's a church youth group, you're going to work with a church youth group. Let's say they've got 100 kids in the youth group. It's no different than a football team, right? But make sure you know, why do you need the money, right? If you aim at nothing, you'll get it every time. You've got to know what it is that they want to accomplish. Have it very specific and in concrete. When you know that, here's the deal. And this might be like, we're not trying to be too spiritual for you and everything, but here's the deal. When you know what somebody wants, and you can be very crystal clear and have clarity of focus, I believe all of heaven moves on your behalf. When you can help them know what, most people don't actually know what they want. For all the griping and complaining about, okay, so tell me, what do you actually want? Well, I just would like to not live like this anymore. That's not good enough. Everybody wants something. What do you want to accomplish? So I'm going to take it real quick. When you're dealing with any charitable organization, it's 3 things you need to focus on. What is it that you want to accomplish? Why do you want to accomplish it? And then you help them develop the action plan for how to actually accomplish it. It's OPA. They need to be outcome focused, purpose driven, with an action plan. OPA, outcome focused, purpose driven, with an action plan. I promise you, if you can get them to tell you what they want, and you can specifically identify why they want it, if you can do those 2 things, they will lock arms with you, and they will do whatever it takes to develop a game plan to make it happen. Make sense?
So I want to back up. I don't really want to address the nonprofit. You did a good job on that. I want to back up to the previous question. So here's what happened on our team when it comes to them wanting you to clean up your social media and really the way it was presented to us or to myself from some people on the team. Are they ashamed of the marketing, right? Are they ashamed that we're out here pushing this? I want to give you my perspective. And because it's my perspective, I'm going to say it's the best perspective, but I want to give you my perspective on it so that you can address it within yourself, and then you can address it within your team. So here's the perspective. This is really a beautiful thing that they want you to clean all of this up, and let's just call it what it is. It seems like they want the marketing arm to be hidden. Right or wrong? That's the way it feels. And when it feels that way, what I feel a little bit, you don't have to say it, there's some tension within yourself. And there's some questions. There's some healthy questions that come up, maybe some unhealthy questions that come up. But I've been in this industry, I've told you for a little while, a lot of us have been in this industry. This industry has been all about what? Flashing your cars, flashing your money, flashing your big house. What if we were revolutionary, not only in our product, not only in our people, but in our presentation, in that we can be millionaires, but undercover millionaires. That we never show you our house. That we never show you our product. You got to define why you're doing this again, right? So every one of us make our decisions based on time or money. And the most important one is the one you can't get back. Time. So if we can help them clean this stuff up, and we can go out there and we can be hidden, and we can be undercover, and we can keep our mouths shut, our social media mouths shut, and everything else shut, they're doing us a big favor, because then they can go into the spotlight, they can handle all the spotlight, we can sit on the wherever you want to be on the world, the beaches of the world, and you can say, go get them, corporate, I'm going to sit right here and enjoy it because I did my job out front. So look, make your goal a time goal, make your goal to, if you want to be a millionaire, want to be an undercover millionaire, let's truly revolutionize the industry. That's where I'm going. Okay?
Well said. That's well said.
Everything down to the United Games or just
Anything. Here's the deal. If it was put up before October the 10th, take it down. Right, but see, even though once the app launches, though, what you have now will no longer be accurate because we'll have another name, another branding. It's a completely different direction. So, I'll tell you that too. For those of you who are working on stuff right now, I'm going to do a training.
Good, man.
I'm going to tell you now, stop wasting your time doing what you're doing right now because you're wasting your time doing what you're doing right now. Okay.
Back to the code coming from United Games or wherever it's going to be. So it's just like a password that's given to you, and then you change the password to what you want to customize, like on your website. Is that essentially the way it's going to work?
That's correct. Yeah, from what I understand, there's going to be two different ways. All right, they just give you a standard link or a code that you can use, or you can customize it. You know where this came about is actually from this cat sitting right here. He called me and said, "Darren." James called me one afternoon and says, "Man, what about all these athletes out here that like to use their name?" I'm like, "Well, I like to use mine too." But he said, you know, because they want to use their name and their numbers, is that right? Yeah. If you play professional, how many of you in here have played professional football or any sport? Any sport, stand up. I'm talking about at a pro level. At a pro level. Stand up. Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come on.
My man.
Yeah, come on. Stand up, please.
My man.
Got a strong story. I heard him in Atlanta. It about made me cry. You know, but it's you know, when you hear what's going on, they like, and he's humble. You know, you heard that song by Tim McGraw, Humble and Kind. That's your guy right there. You know, I mean, there is a level of prestige when you play there. I mean, you got to be the best of the best. Is that right? To get there. You think I did? Well, don't even answer that. There ain't no way I'd ever made it. But see, thank God this business is not built on talent, but ability. Okay? This business right here is based on ability to get out there. Now, I think I went around Johnson Barn. I don't know if I answered her correctly, but they're going to have codes where you can put in your last name and your number. You know, I mean, it's no secret that Ray Lewis is here, right? He's in our organization. You know, he may put up there Lewis 52. And James is the one that called and said, "Hey, what if they could do this?" You know, I took that idea straight to corporate. And they said, "We don't know. We'll try." You know, because the coding and the way that all this links in, because hitting the button, sending it to another player and all that, how it's going to link through there to make sure that it's double coded. Because I'm going to tell you what, I've been on the backside of some of this programming and dealt with some of these guys. It is boring. I mean, they sit there and put all this stuff and write it up on the board. I'm going to tell you what, it's like a friend of mine back here used a term years ago, lost his last year's Easter egg. I had no clue what they were talking about. I just said, "Can it be done?" Okay? But so the codes that are going to come out, we want to personalize them. Why? Because of sports bars, because of, you know, these foundations. We want their name to be in there. Listen, I was listening to the radio the other day, and I heard him talk about FanDuel or DraftKings. One of those two. Have y'all heard of that John Boy and Billy? I don't, hey, if you go to, they say go to DraftKings and you can get your first week free and blah, blah, blah at DraftKings. And if you'll just put in JBB as your promo code, guess what? They're already doing it. You don't think that's going to happen here with ours? Yeah. And that's what they're going, that's the reason why they want to be able to personalize that. Does that make sense? Anybody got any questions? Because we're running close on time.
Hey.
Thanks, guys. My phone number is 772-480. Call Ned. No, it's 480-4529. And my email is james.wood@lead, L-E-A-D, F as in Frank, R as in Robert.com. If you're going to text me before you call me, please. So that way we can set up a time to talk. The email is james.wood. Roll Tide. James.wood@lead, LEADFR.com.
Please don't contact Good Passion Christian High School. I've already got them as an affiliate next to you. 10,000 people calling my school. Already signed it.
All right, any more questions? Yes.
The app itself, does it work off Wi-Fi? Either or.
Either or.
Either or.
I mean, Wi-Fi or data.
Okay. So if we're having a host party and we do not have this Wi-Fi, these people are going to be using their data while we're trying to quote unquote make money off of them.
Yeah, but it's, see, from what I understand, okay, here you're going to get into my not so strong category. All right, but it is some kind of the technology, and I heard them talk about this. It's a push technology, so it's not a constant drag down like Pokemon or some of the other games. So it pushes it out and comes back like a text message. Okay, so it's not sucking out the data. That was something that was very important to Ben Eggett and Mark Monge and the rest of them because they understood. Now, have we been on the phone with some of your big telecom companies? Yes, we have. I've personally been on the phone with them, and they're wanting that to happen because it's data. So I've heard a little more about that than I wanted to hear. So, but yes, it's a I don't know the exact term, but it's a push system. But anyway, does that answer your question? It's not going to be a data sucker. Number one. That's layman terms. Yes. Where's the? Yes, sir. All right. Hey. Well, either one of you, I know for a fact, because I know you guys have been dealing a lot in international.
Well, I mean, the simple answer is if it's outside the United States, use email, not phone number.